Anyway.
So you can either stay inside, or as for the awesome segue that I have, you can go outside and train in the tundras like Zoro or Goku, baby.
Oh my
Where are my boys
gosh.
at in the chat? You know, I was telling Kat that she'll never understand the masculine urge to be as strong as Goku.
No,
Do you guys understand? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
all us
Women
women
could simply never understand.
yeah, you're right. All us women are rolling our eyes out over here. Just like, okay, whatever.
When
That's
we saw
fine.
Zoro freaking out in the cold, like just to like freaking make his body stronger to the elements and stuff like that, and he's like got snow on him and is like freezing over, yet he's still alive. That's what we desire. We desire to become that strong.
Oh my gosh. Also, I'm so sorry. I'm
Sorry,
so
not a
behind.
Dragon Ball fan. Okay, well, what about One Piece? There's Zoro. That's what I was saying. Come on, guys. Come on.
I love how
Okay,
even the
Hood,
guys
sure,
are
bud.
being
What are you talking about, guys? You're supposed to be on my side, guys. Come
yes,
on.
let's go. All the
What do
sane
you
people
mean?
here who've accepted, like, I will never be like Goku.
You can't give up. You can't give up on the dream.
Oh my gosh.
Believe it. That's the other shonen character.
Yeah, that's Naruto. Naruto never went to the icy tundras to go like
But
jump
he did
around in the snow.
train.
Yeah,
He
he
did train.
trained, but he knew not to be stupid with the cold.
This is Naruto we're talking about. You think he knew not to be stupid? I don't think so.
I mean, he was stupid in a lot of ways, but not when it came to cold. And as a Canadian, I am proud of him for it.
Whatever, Whatever. I thought you guys would have my back. I can't believe this.
Oh my gosh. Also, I'm very behind on chat, guys. I'm sorry. We gotta carry on. But I see Rect, I see Chovy. Hello, I see Coco. Hello, friends.
Wow, the only person. Here's the irony, guys. The only person that understands me is Lizzie, who is in fact a woman. How is this possible? You guys were supposed to have my back.
Also, hi,
Lizzie's the only
Grace.
one that gets it.
Wow, now you're dissing on her gender? Dang, Hood.
This was supposed to be funny because it was like, oh, it's just a boys thing, but apparently not.
None of the boys are on your side.
None of the boys are on my side. It's not fair.
Oh, man. Oh, good
Oh my goodness.
glory. And now Lizzie's mad at you for saying that a woman wouldn't get it. They will never be like Goku. Turns Super Saiyan, spits out mixed cereal. Hi, Julian. Welcome in.
Oh, I'm glad I made that part of the lore.
Oh my gosh.
That was such a mild take, by the way. I was like expecting some atrocious abomination, and you're just like, I just mix like shreddies with cinnamon roll, whatever.
I thought you were gonna
I'm
make
like,
fun of me for like even eating like cinnamon bun cereal. You're like, what the heck is that? I'm like, I don't want to tell you now.
I mean, it's not like my favorite thing, but I get it. You know, it's there's
See,
a lot
I
of
didn't
cereals that are sugary, so.
well, see, that's the thing is again, like we grew up on the very bland, like quote unquote healthy cereals and whatever was cheap. So like even Fruit Loops would be like a once in a blue moon dealio if like, I don't know, like maybe like our grandparents got it for us or something. I don't know. Um and that would be gone within the day because my brother, oh my gosh, I love my brothers, but dang, can they eat? Holy smokes. It all goes in their legs. No wonder they're so freaking tall. But yeah, so sugary cereals weren't a thing. And then even like, I don't know, I took a year where I didn't eat sweets. And since
Mm.
then I struggle with sugary things. So when I was trying all these different cereals, the one a while back, because a friend of mine was like, oh, like expand your horizons, try new cereals. I'm like, okay. So I grabbed a bunch of random ones, and one of them was a Cinnabon one. And I was like, okay, this looks fun. Like, sure, I'll give it a try. And it was good, but man, is it sugary. Holy smokes.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
So then I was like, oh, well, what if, Shreddies is really bland? And as much as I'm like, some days, like once a year or something, I'm like, I just really want Shreddies and I don't know why. Just childhood nostalgia. But they're so bland. So like, well, hey, what if I mix them? And I did that. Oh my gosh, Hood. It's
Mellows
beautiful.
it right out.
It is beautiful. But now I can't find the cereal anywhere. Even like when Brady goes to get groceries, I'm like, can you please find it? And even this last time, he was like on his phone, like Googling, trying to figure out where the heck this cereal is. And I'm shocked that it's not, because like Edmonton, big city Edmonton, I'm like, why? Why is this not here? I'm so confused. Why is it not here?
That's
So
a shame.
yeah, so I'm down to like I think I have one bowl left worth to
Oh,
mix with my shreddies, and so I'm saving it for when
no.
like I don't know I have a sad day or something like that. Because I'm like my
Don't let it go
Cinnabon.
stale, though.
No, that's the other thing is I'm trying to like balance it. I'm like I don't want it to go stale, but my Cinnabon
Uh,
cereal. So now I'm sad.
that is a certain amount of pain. Yeah, I get
So
that. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm like, I was expecting something like Fruit Loops and Cocoa Pebbles or something, like just something that just does not work. I was like,
what do you mean that doesn't work? That would totally work. I'm putting that on my grocery
what?
list. I'm fruity and chocolate? Have you
No,
never had
what?
chocolate covered strawberries, you psycho?
Not that's totally different.
No,
Not with
it's
freaking
not.
the cereal versions are like artificial. Those taste like trash together, yo.
Fruity
Ain't
things and
no way
chocolate?
you
I
just
don't think so. I don't
oh
think so.
man.
You know
Oh,
what?
that okay, now I'm gonna
Just
cook you because
just to settle
that's
this, I'm gonna add that to my grocery list next week, guys. Next week, I'll let
you
you know
go
how it
ahead.
goes.
You go ahead. You do that. Oh my
I
gosh.
will. Also, yes, Jeff Farino, I see you there. You need to tell us your cereal recipe with the cake. Hood needs to know of this.
With the huh? With the cake.
Jeff Farino, when I first met Jeff Farino, I don't even remember if it was on my channel, if it was Lizzie's channel, but it was back around like a Christmas time or something. And he was, okay, yes, chocolate cake, Rice Krispies, and milk.
As in that's a cereal?
No, he mixes that together. He puts chocolate cake with his Rice Krispies and adds milk in a bowl.
W- Oh. Brother, are
I think
you
we broke him.
okay? Do you have how are your teeth, brother? Do you have like stage 1 or what is it? It's type 1 diabetes? Or actually
I'm,
be type 2 because I think that's the one you get, right? And the other one you're born with.
I can't remember which one it is, but yeah. Dentures!
Dentures.
And type 2! Oh no! I'm
And I'm
feeling
feeling
judged.
judged.
No. I don't judge you. I think again, don't knock it till you try it. There's some
Bro,
things
I'm just
that
saying that sounds like pain, yo. That's all I'm saying. I
I
mean,
would try it once. Because again, Rice Krispies, very bland. So just
I
saying.
don't think my stomach can handle that amount of sugar for sure, but
See, I already can't handle too much cake, so I'd probably be able to have like a spoonful or two, but then that'd be enough for me. So,
dang.
but anyway, we're not here to judge you guys on your cereal combinations. It's fine, right,
No, I
Hood?
was just here to judge hers, but hers was
Oh,
very
okay,
mild.
okay.
It was very mild.
I'm,
I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, "Oh, that was nothing." So,
See, guys, even I
that's
can
very
impress
reasonable.
Hood
Yeah,
with my
it was very
silly
reasonable.
ways.
Cause like I've done that. That's why I said it depends on the cereal. Cause like I've taken like I had like a little tiny bit left of like crunchy raisin bran, and I might mix that with like the great value version of like Special K with like the strawberries and stuff like that. So then it's just basically like strawberry and
Ooh.
raisins. That's basically all it is with bran, you know?
If I didn't have such a strong dislike for Raisin Bran, I would actually be tempted to try that.
You don't like raisin bran? Oh, I
I
like
don't
raisin bran.
I don't like raisins.
Oh, that's fair.
So the bran
I
part
like
I'd
them in
eat.
cereal,
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
but I
If
hate them in oatmeal cookies. Ask Serena. We had like a big fight on her
yes.
podcast about this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. High five with that. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Thank God someone understands.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are the reason I have trust issues.
I know. And here's the thing. The oatmeal part is fine. It's the raisin. It ruins everything.
Uh-huh.
It
Uh-huh.
ruins everything.
I think it's partially because again, my mom being health conscious and stuff like that would make oatmeal chocolate chip cookies to try and make
Oh
them
no.
healthier so that my dad would like eat them or eat healthier because my
Oh
dad is
no.
we've nicknamed him the cookie monster in my house for years because whenever mom would make chocolate chip cookies, like as soon as he smelt them, there'd be like half a dozen gone. Like just gone. And so mom's like, okay, well, let's try and make things healthier. Let's add oatmeal to the chocolate chip cookies and stuff. So oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, which were fine. They were good. And then she decided to go a step further and was like, you know what? I'm going to put raisins in it this time. And so, of course, all us kids smell the cookies and we're like, oh, cookies. We all took a bite, literally, all of us immediately. One bite, we're chewing away, and just immediate disappointment washes across all our faces. Just like,
Oh
oh.
no.
She's just like, oh, what's
Uh,
wrong, guys? Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe because I was expecting chocolate and you gave me raisins? What is this betrayal?
yeah, my childhood was so much better. My granny made like the best chocolate chip cookies, and you dunk them in milk, and then they kind of get soggy, and then that's when you eat them. That's the best way to eat them.
Oh, man. Speaking of like grandmas making stuff, my late grandma made the best banana bread. I've been trying for
Mm,
years to recreate it, and I don't know how she did it. And she even like my grandma was really like she could have been like a famous artist if she actually pursued art more. Like
no.
she was very well known in our town area, and people would have her like do like and even calligraphy. She did calligraphy amazing. And so what she did way back when like I think my mom and her siblings started to go off to college was she made kind of like a adulting 101 book that she like hand drew and then printed to make duplicates of. And so each of us grandkids got one of those way back in the day. And she has all these like different simple recipes as well, but she didn't put her banana bread recipe in there. And I'm so
Oh
sad
no.
because I thought, oh, surely it's in here. No, her banana bread recipe was not in there. And I was so sad because every other delicious pastry that she made was in there, but not the banana bread. That
See,
was so
like
sad.
my granny never did anything like that. She would always she just did stuff like from scratch, and she did it by like eye and taste. She just had like an
Mm.
intuition. So like anytime anyone would ask her like how much of this do you put in? She'd be like, "Oh, just, like a little bit." She's like what do you mean a little bit? You can't just do a little bit. And so like I remember one time my mom tried to make gravy cuz my granny was famous for biscuits and gravy,
Ooh.
and her gravy was awesome, and she just knew like how to do it properly. And so anyone who's made gravy knows you have to add flour to thicken it and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Well, so my mom was trying to make it. It was the first time she'd ever tried, and she's just like, it doesn't look right. And so my granny would tell her, well, just like throw some more flour in it. She's like, I already did, and it's like, I don't know, it don't look right. She's like, no, 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 that's how you fix it. You always throw more flour in it. And then and then my mom invited them over, my papa and granny over, and my my granny looked at the she looked at the gravy, and she was just like, "Oh no. Oh no." She's like, you can't feed them this. You gotta." She's like, "We're throwing this out. I'll make it for you instead." She's just like, "Oh no, you simply can't have this," because it turned into cement. It was like
Yep.
it was like way too thick, but it's because she couldn't tell her how much. She just kept saying add more. So
Yep.
my mom was like, "Okay, I'm adding more. It doesn't
I'm
look correct though." So funny.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. Oh, is yeah,
Yeah.
like and again, like that's kind of how it is. Like I've had to make gravy and stuff before for whatchamadiddle, like events or like family gatherings and stuff like that. And yeah, like you just keep adding until it's thick enough. But you can add too much accidentally, and then it's like, no, now you gotta balance it out. So,
Yeah. Bless
oh
Hoodwill
man.
mom. Thank you. She needs it. She needs
Thanks
all
for
the
the hydrate,
blessings.
Grace. You did
Oh
bring
yeah.
water, right?
Hydrate. I did. I'm always packing now.
Good, good. Huzzah. That's right. He can be taught, ladies and gentlemen. Yay.
Gosh, can't praise me with one of my favorite freaking quotes from any Disney movie.
He. Because I knew
My
you wouldn't be
gosh.
able to like give a
Say anything.
snarky retort or anything because it's like, oh, it's Genie. How can you be mad
I
at
know.
Genie? And it's like
Now I
from
have to
Aladdin.
just join in. The
Exactly.
ever impressive, the one contained, and but never duplicate genie of the lamp. I love it. My favorite part.
Hey,
Okay,
did you?
okay, I'm sorry, but like I gotta go back to the other thing right before we get to the villain stuff. So
Right, right,
like,
right.
are you boys, you're telling me you never had in like below zero weather, when you if you live in a climate of that nature, you never
Mm-hmm.
like went outside and like while you were doing work, you just didn't put on gloves because you wanted to like toughen up your hands. So you like clapped them together and like rubbed your hands together to like get the blood flowing to them so that they would warm up and toughen up. You never did that? Am I the only one? I'm the only one that did that?
I mean, not to brag or anything, but I do that on a regular basis because I forget how cold it is outside. So I go running outside and then I'm like, oh, I forgot my mitts. Oh, I'm too lazy to go back in the house.
But it's different when you do it out of necessity versus you do it as like as an action. You do it because you're like, I'm gonna toughen up my hands, not because, oh man, I forgot my gloves. There's a difference. It's a mental fortitude
Okay,
thing.
okay, okay. I see. Okay.
My gosh, you guys don't understand. You'll
I
never understand.
I think this is hilarious because yeah, you were so stoked about like, oh, we're gonna open with this, gonna be great. I'm like, okay, whatever
I
you
really
say.
thought they'd be on my side. I really thought they'd feel it, and they didn't. They all
Oh,
turned against me, Cat.
I mean, it's not that they're turning against you. They just are like, oh no, not me. I
I
don't
can't
feel that
believe
way.
this. The only one that's on my side is Lizzie. She's one of the real ones.
But she's a woman, remember, Hood? She's a
I
woman. She
know.
wouldn't get it.
Apparently proving me wrong, I guess.
The men and the women are proving Hood wrong today.
Me and Lizzie are gonna have to go vibe and like go to a hyperbolic time chamber to train to become Super Saiyans. Because girls can become that now. Ever since Dragon Ball Super, we found that out. So.
Oh, there you go, Lizzie. You too can become Super Saiyan.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
you have done that yourself, says Rect.
Hood would be your typical anime dude that would pack up his bag, travel to the mountains, and park under a cold waterfall for training. You freaking know it. I freaking
Uh-huh.
would. I absolutely, that would be so fun. I always, like, when I watch Demon Slayer and I saw, like, the training arc that they did, the Hashira training arc, I'm like, yeah, I want to push the giant rock. I want to do that. I want to withstand. I'm like, I bet that waterfall's not that bad. Like, I'm
Not
doing it the whole time.
not gonna lie, in this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a quote unquote ninja training school in Japan you could go to where you'd have to literally do all that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I bet there is. I bet actually I think they still do like traditional. I know they definitely do traditional like swordsmanship and I think even like samurai training, but it's obviously not an order that's in place cuz they have
Yeah.
their own defense force or whatever cuz that is all gone now, but I think they still have that for like not what's the word, not heritage, but what do they call that, like when you're keeping stuff of the past alive, whatever
Oh, like
that word
tradition?
is. Yeah, traditions, I couldn't think of that word.
Yeah.